Hello, losing weight Rippy Winehill here. It's 4th of March 2015, Wednesday, and reviews. It was a while since I did the last video, and I was sick and I didn't train as much and I didn't rip as much. And when I did, I kind of, since the new record play is done, I've done some returning to the beginning and re-rip with it is a lot better sound in the new record play. So I will re-rip a lot of records I already ripped, but I will put that in between the training sessions. So my original time plan will stick fairly well to plan, but I buy new records all the time, so I'm probably never going to be finished. So it was a record fair. It was 600 meters of record disc and some all on the floor too. And I bought that in a couple of hours, 22 records, and I don't buy that many that often, but anyway, so it does expand, even though some of those records was re-buying some stuff that I have very bad copies of. Not many. But anyway, since the last time I have ripped, and I returned to A, as I said, and the first video I did, I kind of reviewed a bunch of records on a sweep mode, and I don't exactly remember what I said about things, but one record stood out the last couple of weeks, and this one, Anderson-Bruford-Wakeman-Howe, which is a jazz album. It's just that at the time I think Chris Squire and his band had the rights to the name Jazz, so the almost original setup had to just name themselves Anderson-Bruford-Wakeman-Howe, and I wanted to point this one out again because as a jazz record, this is one of the best that I know of, and I kind of think it has been overshadowed by the old stuff and some of the new stuff. This one just have fell through the cracks, but it's really good for a jazz record. If you like that kind of stuff, don't miss it. Pick it up, buy it. It's worth it. I just wanted to point that out. But anyway, continuing where I was in the grand scheme of things. This is quite a bit of records anyway, but it should have been a lot more. But anyway, first record, Horizont. This is a Swedish band. It's kind of I don't know if this was before. It's around the time where Kaipa made some good Genesis type of music, and this is kind of in that space too. It's quite good actually. If you like the old called the old term symphonic rock, which would be progressive rock now, it's worth checking out. It is in Swedish, the lyrics, but this kind of music is the music that is the point. So make a listen to it. So it's kind of worth it. Some of these records was a while back, so I don't actually remember that much of them. And if I don't remember it, it's probably not shockingly bad, at least, because that kind of stuff I remember, and they're really good stuff. This House of Schock, it's the example. I don't remember that much from it. It's a pop rock kind of thing. Maybe I should have listened to a little bit of the rips before I made this video. But anyway, it's nothing special. Anyway, so anyway, again, a lot of anyways. Steve Howe, Beginnings. I didn't like this one, actually. Since being Steve Howe and from the time this is, it's I think it's early 70s. I can't find the year right now, but it's kind of a, I feel that he had a lot of ideas going into the studio and no concrete songs. So it don't hold together as a record. It's not concept, and it's not songs. It's just there is good stuff on it. It's just not very well composed, I think. It should have. It's just a feeling I get. The story is probably a lot of different, but it's how it feels. Steve Howe is a fantastic guitarist, and he was already on at that time. So it has that kind of thing to it. But compared to the next one, the Steve Howe album, this is quite a bit of years later, and they actually used the Yes logo here somewhere. I don't exactly know why, but anyway, this is kind of like a Yes album. It's very much in the vein of a Yes album. And this is a little bit more accessible, actually, at least some songs. So if you like that kind of stuff, definitely listen to this one, because this is the good Steve Howe album that I got. There is probably a lot more good stuff from him, and it's the two I got on vinyl anyway. Another pop rock, a little bit new wavy kind of act, Huang Chung. This one had a couple of nice songs actually, but there was something that was felt off. It's like if they had a bit different singer and stuff like that. It didn't feel the song ideas was there, but the something was lacking. But it's not bad. It's just not completely there. This one I like a little better. It's Hue and Cry, Stars Crash Down. It's kind of pop rock with a little bit of strange stuff thrown in. So it's a little bit of my kind of stuff. It's worth a listen to, at least, to see if it's something for you. It's not a record I will listen a lot to, but I wouldn't turn it off when it come up in a random playlist. So that's kind of a bottom line. Human League, Romantic. This record didn't at all sound like what I think of Human League being like. I don't know if this is a very early album or if it's a little bit later or something. It's just not. It doesn't really sound like Human League. Maybe short strokes, or maybe one song or something like that. I think I seem to remember that one song lifted a little. And this I listened to like Monday or something. So it's a little bit strange that I can't tell you in more detail about that one. This was better. But really uneven. Good songs mixed with really strange songs. So for some very interesting, but this is one of those $1 records. So I think that was a bargain. It's worth it. I will probably put some songs from this on special playlists of some kind someday. But anyway, it had its up and downs, and it was a nice surprise actually. I had no memory of it when I listened to it this time. I bought it on that sale very long time ago. So anyway, and we're not done yet. This one isn't mine. It's it has to be my brother's wife's record. Don Hylander, Raj Montana Band, Bella Notte. It's kind of a strange recording because it feels like some songs have been recorded. It has a live audience at the end of it, then break off, and next song starts like a studio song, and then a little bit of audience on the end again. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. It's not an artist I follow or anything. It's a Swedish artist, and I had no preconceived notion at all about it, and it kind of it wasn't bad. Just it isn't my kind of pop rock kind of stuff. It's in Sweden we have a style from a while back that we call prog. It has nothing to do with progressive. It was kind of more like politically aware rock with important lyrics and stuff like that. And it could be anything from pop rock to pure ballads and even folk songs. It all kind of fell in that Swedish prog. And I think this falls in there, but it's a little bit more mainstream than the usual prog, but it's somewhere in between there. Kind of hard to explain, actually. I'm talking, and bear witness. This is one of those $1 records again. Again, this wasn't. It had a few songs that I could bear, and some songs that was totally just like the Times radio playlist stuff. But not completely bad. It was had a few songs that I kind of like to listen to. So I'll probably skim through it to find the good stuff again sometimes later. And now we're coming to the yesterday. That was yesterday. This was also yesterday. Am Siam. This is a strange record. It's all over the place. I thought most of the songs goes in a kind of innocent pop style. It sounds like a really young singer, but the opening song, for example, it's kind of bass heavy and with a kind of full-bodied voice on it. So and it was pretty good actually. So wow, okay, this will be a good record. And I was running on the treadmill, and the next song, I thought the RPM went up on the record player or something. It sounded really strange. And the rest of the record kind of was in that way. And so kind of a strange pop record with at least one song that stood out a little bit. But nothing special. I wouldn't... of all the records I have talked about, that wouldn't be one I recommend the first time. Next might be. Now the ones I ripped today. Icehouse, This is the first album, just called Icehouse. And I think in Australia this was sold with a record and hit song named Icehouse, but the band was called The Flowers. In the rest of the world, they couldn't be called The Flowers because some record company already had a band called The Flowers in, I think, in Europe actually. So they just called themselves Icehouse in the rest of the world. This record has a couple of songs that I really, really like. Can't Help Myself is my favorite on it. But it's uneven, actually. I remember those very good songs very clearly, and I've completely forgot about the not so standout-ish. There is no bad songs on it. It's just that those really standout gems is maybe 2 or 3 on this whole album, but those are really good songs. So I recommend if you like that tone and type of music, that you need to have that just because of Can't Help Myself and maybe the Icehouse song and stuff. And they got better. This is Icehouse, Primitive Man. This has Street Cafe, which is the hit that most people have heard one time or other. The one song that I liked most of this when I heard it the first time and ever since was Glam. But this is also exactly like the other album. There are 2-3 songs that really, really is fantastic, and the rest is. The other albums are actually more even, better, higher medium level, but maybe not those really standout songs either. So, but the standout songs drowns a little bit when the rest of the songs get better. So, but anyway, I haven't ripped those yet. This was the last one today, and I will on the next review video talk more about that. And this became a very long video because I had ripped a few anyway. So, and it took 3.5 minutes before I even started talking about the new rips. So anyway, we'll see you later. Bye.